Good morning, everyone. Finding Flamingo Gear today. Today is day number 2 of the hashtag greater than 1 challenge. Today is signs and symptoms. So we're going to go over some of the things that I noticed or that other people might have noticed before I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. Let's get into it. So, one of the things you may or may not notice about somebody that has type 1 that's undiagnosed is frequent urination. And this means like often, very often. I would say a lot. And you urinate a lot because the other symptom is frequent thirst. It's unquenchable thirst. When I get high, there is no end to the thirst. No matter what I drink, it, like, even as I'm drinking it, I'm like, it's not even touching my mouth. It's not getting rid of the dry mouth at all. I can drink anything. I can drink a whole gallon of water. I can drink until I make myself sick from drinking water. And yeah, I'm still thirsty. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I do. I'm always thirsty. Another sign that you might notice is nausea, vomiting. That's when it gets worse. If you catch it early, you shouldn't have the nausea and vomiting. You shouldn't have the bubbly urine. I let it go so long that my urine, like I said in my diagnosis story, was literally just bubbles in the toilet. There was no urine anymore. It was bubbles. Another thing you might notice, if it's a child, there will be some bedwetting that happens early on because of all the water you're drinking, trying to dilute some of the sugar out of your blood. So urination, along with the frequent urination, could be bedwetting, or not quite making it to the toilet on time. You know, oh, we're almost there, and you go to pull your pants down, and just a little. That happens. Some of the other ones that you might notice is extreme moodiness. As your blood sugar rises, you get cranky, you get hangry. Like, there's an extreme hunger, but you're so nauseous you don't want to eat anything. And the more you don't eat, the more nauseous you get, and then you eat something and then you get sick. Like, because your body doesn't know what to do with all this sugar that's hanging out. It doesn't know how to get into the cells without the insulin. So it's like a traffic jam on a highway, if you will. The sugar cells are your cars, and there's no exit ramps. Everything's blocked off, so everybody's just stuck on the highway. So you have all this sugar clogging up all your cells. So you're drinking this water, trying to dilute it, and you don't understand why. Your body just knows that it needs to do something. And so you get angry and irritable. Every little thing will just set you off and make you angry. And let's see, what else did I have? Sleeping a lot. I slept so much. Like I said in my diagnosis story, go ahead and watch that. I was sleeping like 20 hours a day. My kids would get up in the morning and come in and be like, hey, can we have some breakfast? And I would be like, just go eat you some cereal. Don't you know how to make some cereal? Like, for no reason. And I'm not that angry kind of person. I'm not the angry mom. And so my kids were really taken aback by that. They were fairly surprised that all of a sudden I wasn't up in the morning making them breakfast. I wasn't getting up at lunch and making them like grilled cheese and stuff. And I would just sleep and get up and pee. And then every time I would get up, I would yell at them, get your feet out of my way. I'm trying to go to the bathroom. Oh my God, I gotta go so bad. Like, just yelling at everybody all the time for everything. Everything. Like, they would make a noise and wake me up. Like, angry. Like, just drastic mood swings, gallons of water, going to the bathroom all the time. Like, I swear I wore my carpet out in between my bed and the bathroom because it was just constant. And the vomiting, the nausea, the everything. It was just really kind of rough. It was just an overall, like, soreness and felt like I got hit by a truck. So if they complain, if your kid starts doing any of these things, they're complaining that, like, they're dizzy or they're nauseous and they don't want to eat, but they feel like they're hungry. You know, it presents a little differently in each person, but these are just some of the big things to watch out for, because we had a very close family friend that was, I saw this gentleman 3 or 4 times a week. He has type 1. He's lived with type 1 since he was 8 years old. And he never made the connection because it was so unusual to see somebody my age being like this. That somebody as old as I was, I mean, I know I'm only 31 when I was diagnosed, but it was unusual to him that he didn't even pick up on the idea that this might be what it was. We thought for a long time that it was a cold, it was the flu, it was an infection, I had bronchitis, I came up with every excuse in the book to not go to the doctor because there's no way I could have type 1 diabetes because I'm too old for that, and I'm too fit to have type 2. Like, stereotypes, hello. But keep on the lookout for these things, guys. Whether it's you or your kid, or you happen to have a friend that comes to your kid's birthday party and you just notice these things. Like, these are all big signs that I just, like billboard size signs that I just completely drove past and ignored. I was just like, oh, we're fine. Keep going. So just keep on the lookout for these. And if you or somebody you know has any of these signs and symptoms, tell them, hey, like, man, I think you might have diabetes. You might not, but you at least need to go check this out. You just go check it out. It's such a simple test to see. It's just a urinalysis and then a blood work. If the urinalysis shows something that's unusual, then you have a blood test. So it's a quick, easy thing to either diagnose or rule out. So just, if anybody you know has these symptoms or signs, just go ahead and tell them, like, yo, let's go check this out. I'll go with you, because diabetes is serious and you can die before you know you have it. So if any of these signs and symptoms start showing up with somebody you know or love, make sure it gets taken care of. Just go in, have it checked out. Simple, quick. Stay on top of these, guys. Big things to stay on top of. Make sure no diabetes. Okay? And we will see you guys tomorrow. Don't forget, we're still doing our Fighting Flamingo gear. You can get you one of these awesome Fighting Flamingo shirts. Drop your comments below your shirt size. Go ahead and head over to our Instagram, Mo_Joe_Mama. And then you can go ahead and message me on there. Send me your address. I'll send you a shirt out. Get all these mailed out and off for everybody. And also, don't forget, gotta get your diabetes swag in. Go blue. Raise that awareness for this month. And we'll see you guys in the morning. Bye.